Alright, so I've been trying to make this video for a while now. I got a few people asking about this bicycle. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about it. This is a carbon frame made in China. I'll put the link for the seller, manufacturer. The frame was about $480 Canadian because I wanted to build a bike that was a one-by drivetrain. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I didn't go with the 12 speed. I went with 11. Let me show you a little bit. I'll start with the brakes, hydraulic Shimano's. The model, I think it's the M506. It was either the cheapest one or the second cheapest one. They're fine so far. They work well on rain, dry, loaded. I believe I got the whole set. So the levers, tubing, they came pre-assembled. The front one was fine. It is a little bit on the tight side here, but it worked. The rear one was too short for this frame, so I had to buy new pipes, put new fluid, re-bleed it. It was kind of a mess. The rear one doesn't feel as good as the front one because I did the work. I'm no bike mechanic by any means. The wheels, they are DT Swiss. I think the M1900s. They are center lock wheels. The front one, I believe, yeah, came with the center lock there. But the rear one I had to buy. I bought them used, by the way. The brakes were new. The wheels were used. And they're really good. Yeah. So the frame was all like this. The white collar is a vinyl wrap. My friend Bruno hooked me up with the wrap and he helped me put it in. Actually, he basically did the whole install. I helped him. The bike has 3,500 kilometers. I carried it around in the car, on the bike rack. So the vinyl is gonna go and she's gonna become green. Let me cut it and switch to the drivetrain side. So the drivetrain is Shimano SLX 7000. The chain is SRAM with a quick release link. Yeah, the cassette is Sunrace. This is 1146. I barely ever used the 46 or the 40 in the city when the bike is not loaded, but during the strip with a lot of climbs and the bike fully packed, I surely used them. I bought the whole group set. It's all SLX 7000. The cranks and the crankset came as part of the package. Pedals, they're Diamondbacks. I bought on Amazon super cheap. They are flat in one side, Shimano Clipless in the other side. Again, I rarely use the Clipless. I used on the trip. I think it was the first or second time I used on this bike. The frame came pretty much with all the pieces I need. Seat post clamp there. This little spacer that is part of the frame. The spacer I had before. The fork, of course, part of the kit. All the pieces to assemble the fork on the frame came together. The fork is through axle, as you can see. And the rear, I believe it came with the choice of through axle or quick release. I'm using through axle again. The seat, it's a WTB. I forgot the model. I'll put it on the description. The tires, I'm running tubeless because the wheels were tubeless ready. They are Panaracer GravelKings 28s, I believe. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, 28s, but they are one specific model of the GravelKings. I'll write it down on the description. I love those tires. They have 3,900, whatever, almost 4,000 kilometers. And I just got my first flats a couple days ago during the trip. Because they're running tubeless, they fixed themselves. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can find it. After adding a little extra sealant, there you go. You can see a crack here, but they ran fine. This crack's been there forever. Yeah, so anyways, GravelKings Panaracers, I love them. The WTB saddle, I'm not sure if it's gonna stick around forever. I might put some Brooks C17s, Cambrios, whatever they're called. The handlebar, I had it already. whatever, some cheap Chinese aluminum. I like the size, so I kept it. The stem, again, Chinese aluminum. This is the mount from a Garmin that also broke during the trip. Oh yeah, the grips. ESI mountain bike grips. I really like them. So yeah, next time I show this bike, she's probably gonna be green with bigger Panaracer GravelKings 35s. They also have the 10 sidewall, so it's gonna be brown with green, army green, and I might switch to the Cambrio C17 from Brooks. Yeah, and everything else will stay the same. I'm pretty happy with the bike. Like I said, about 4,000 kilometers. Never had one issue whatsoever. I traveled 450 kilometers loaded this last week. I've done over 200 kilometers in a day. She's comfortable, mostly because of the tires, I would say. She's fast. It's fun to ride. Yeah, I love it. All right.